you work for the WWE,
Mm-hmm.
who were in the Mae Young Classic, and we'll get to that in a minute, but you also said you quit WWE.
Mm.
Now, why? Because for some people, this is the be all end all. For you, clearly there was something going on in the company that you didn't agree with, and why was the reason you quit?
So all my life I wanted, just like everybody else, wanted to work for WWE. It was like my big time dream, and I tried and I tried. I always said no. But then in 2017, they invited me to the Mae Young Classic, and it went amazing. Like I had two matches there. I had like standing ovation. The people were chanting for me, "Please sign Jazzy." So it was like lifetime moment. But unfortunately, my neck was really bad. So when they gave me a contract, you go there and have like like a checkup, full body checkup, and I found out that I had like a injured neck, and I had to do surgery on it, and then of course they took back the contract. Sorry, I'm German, so my English is not that perfect.
You sound great.
I said English, yeah. And then I had a surgery in 2018, and then I tried and asked again. So they said, okay, one more time, we can try. So in 2019, they offered me a contract for WWE NXT UK. So I went to the Performance Center in the UK, and I kind of didn't like it. Like there was a lot of issues. We don't need to go into it again because there's a lot of articles about there. Like you just have a quick Google search and you find everything. And then like it was a 1 year contract, and after 1 year they asked me like, you want to renew, like what's the thing? And I said I don't want to renew it because I didn't like it. I had other cool things going on, and not knowing that the pandemic is coming, so I said, well, there's always like, if you end up in good terms, like if you say, hey, maybe I try something else and maybe I come back later, it can happen, right? It can be a good thing. So that was my idea. Like, just stop for a moment, you take back and rebuild everything new, and then maybe come back. But yeah, everything turned out different. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with my decision. I'm happy with everything that turns out how it have to be, because now I'm a successful promoter. And if I would have been still with WWE, I would maybe just stand in the back somewhere at catering or something. I don't know.
So you alluded to it for a second, though. Do you believe that the idea of not being used at all times is one of the reasons you left? Because I know there's articles out
uh,
there, but I would like to talk about it for a second, though, because the
yeah.
fact that you brought it up, be all end all, this is a dream, everyone wants this to happen, you have it happen, you're not happy with the situation you're in, obviously, and you leave the company. Now, I've talked to many NXT UK wrestlers about the situation there, and it seemed like some people had a great time, some people had a terrible time. Like there is no middle ground, it feels like, NXT UK. So your experience was on the side of not having a good time?
Yeah, not having a good time, but it was more because of my coworkers. I was used on TV straight away. Like I had a lot of TV time, so that was absolutely not the issue. And the American people were so great with me, and they were really supportive. But the UK talent weren't that nice to me. So,
Interesting. Now, why do you think that was? Just jealousy?
oh well, you're really good at your job. I don't want to get into it too much. Again, a lot of words been said already, and yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything would, yeah, I would say.
Right. You don't have to. I'm not looking for names. I'm more looking for, as a person who works in a professional environment, you have to work well with your coworkers, even if you don't like your coworkers. And being in an environment on TV versus being backstage, one thing here doesn't happen here. So it seems, like I said, you were very prominently promoted on TV, NXT
Oh
UK,
yeah.
as a mainstay character, someone who stuck out instantly too because of your powerhouse, your skills in the ring. But yet you're saying that backstage there might have been some situations that weren't comfortable, possibly even an unhealthy work environment.
Possible.
Yes, interesting.
Yes.
Because I talked to so many different people, and everyone always has, it's either it was amazing or it was the worst. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess it depends who you are in the business. But while you did work there with the talent, the coaches, what was your experience like with the coaches, like Shawn Michaels, Matt Bloom,
Mhm.
other talent like that? What was your relationship with these people?
With American, it was amazing. Like, for example, I can point out Matt Bloom. It was so great. Like at the beginning, I mean, he's always like super hard and harsh with you, and I kind of like that kind of style because only then you can learn. And I remember when I had my first promo there, so you have like promo classes, right? So I cut like a typical, I don't know, like 80s promo and like typical generic, like I'm gonna crush, kill, and destroy. And he pulls me by side and he said, like, Jazzy, look, this was not good. And I'm like, okay, sorry. And he's like, you have a chance to make it better tomorrow. So I'm staying up all night, like 5 o'clock in the morning, just like thinking about how can I impress these people, right? And then it was so fun, like there's like girls classes and the boys classes, and there's like three different classes
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, and he was like busy over there, but he said like next day I'm going to take you by side and then you cut a promo again on me. So I'm waiting all day for my shot and I wanted to do it perfectly, so I'm really tense all day. And then they say, okay, class is over, everybody goes home. And then I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, and then he's like, haha, you thought you can go without doing the promo, right? I'm like, no, I didn't, sir. Like, I swear I was prepared. And then he got me into a room and then I cut my promo and he was so impressed. And I loved like how supportive he was. And every time, like they came like once a month, they come to the UK and I could manage to impress him every time with my promos because now I knew what he wanted. And it was so much fun to work with them. And also Shawn Michaels, like he gave us so much insight inside his brain. So it was amazing to work with the American superstars and with the coaches.
Of course. Again, Shawn Michaels, Matt Bloom, huge influences on so many different people, and now they're shaping the world of the WWE, the talent.
Yeah.
So your experience with coaches clearly completely different from your situation with your coworkers. And interesting you say that.